Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Muggy's back with a nicotine pouch review. Today I'm reviewing, this brand is becoming one of my favorites. I just enjoy the texture and moisture content of the pouches, and the flavor's pretty darn good too. Today I am taking a look at FRE. This is their Lush flavor, whatever that is, in 12 milligram strength. I'm in trouble. Why do I have 12 milligram strength when 12 milligram is beyond my tolerance limit? It's the only strength they had available for this flavor at the time. Yeah. Okay, so we have FRE 20 nicotine pouches, Lush flavor, 12 milligram, with the obligatory warning label on the front. Moving over to the side, we have their logo. High impact nicotine pouches, hopefully not that high to my sensitive little nicotine system. UPC code, and there's their website. Lush flavor, 12 milligram, and back to the logo. Now on the back here we have an ingredient list in incredibly small writing with a lot number and some warnings. Let's see if I can read. Microcrystalline cellulose, xylitol, water, propylene glycol, flavorings, nicotine, tanneric acid, sodium carbonate, flavorant, sodium bicarbonate, sodium chloride, that's salt, sucralose, hydropropyl cellulose, and gum arabic. Not for sale to minors, keep out of reach of children. One FRE pouch contains 12 milligrams of nicotine. Pouch and contents are not intended to be consumed. Discard after use. I always wonder when they say it's not meant to be consumed, who did it? And then who called the customer service line to complain about it? Yeah, I'm not feeling anything from these nicotine pouches I'm taking. Oh, well, how long are you leaving them in? What do you mean? As long as it takes me to chew them up. Sir, did you just say chew them up? Well, yeah, that's how you take nicotine pouches, isn't it? You chew them up, swallow them. Yeah. Do you have stomach issues? Why, yes, I do. Yes, I do, ma'am. I'm all plugged up. I don't know why. Imagine being the customer service agent on that phone call. Anyway, enough of that. Don't eat the pouches. Don't eat them. You've been warned. Don't eat them. The warning labels they have to put on stuff. You have to make this stuff as simple as the simplest among us. And some of us are pretty simple. And I forget what flavor Lush is supposed to be. I think it's tropical. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's kind of a, oh, yeah. Yeah, that's like a tropical juicy fruit gum meets a pina colada. Wow. Woo. And we are looking at yellowish, off-white yellowish type pouches there. Supposed to be 20 of these bad boys in here. Now, I do appreciate these FREs because these things are like moist. 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 These have the highest moisture content of anything I've seen. Either that or it's just that gum arabic. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It sticks to my finger. Anyway, some people complain about these because they're kind of packed and solid. You just roll them in your finger, loosen up all the goodies inside. They just settle down in shipping and packing. Fluff them up, and you go. Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of a tropical contact sensation right out of the gate. Oh crap, Mikey's in trouble. Wow. These boys aren't messing around. Yeah, it's kind of a fruity, tropical type flavor. Yeah, kind of, that's accurate. Juicy fruit gum with a pina colada in the background. If that makes any sense. Oh. Hiccups from a nicotine pouch. Wow. Wow. Mikey's screwed. Tastes good. I like the moisture content of these guys. These are made in India, as are 2-1 nicotine pouches and Alp nicotine pouches. They're all made in India. The construction of the 2-1s and these are slightly different. I have no idea about these and the Alps. I have heard that these and Alp are virtually identical. They're made from this. They're distributed by the same parent company. They're both from India, so it makes sense that they would come out of the same plant with different stickers. Anyway, I haven't confirmed that yet. I do have some Alp on order. I'll let you all know when I get some in. I'll do it side by side and see what we got going on here. But wow, good flavor. The flavor is good without being over the top, too strong. It's a nice mellow. So it's not really. It's a mellow flavor. I wouldn't call it subtle. Um, but some of these nicotine pouches, the flavors are just like boom all over there. FRE's just kind of like, hey, here's the flavor. It's there. It's chill. It's got flavor without just being in your face with the flavor. And that's kind of what these are. It's not weak. It's not over the top. It's just nice, solid flavor. And I've noticed the flavor on these. If this holds up like the rest of them, and I'm feeling nicotine right now. Nicotine's starting to hit. Oh, crap. Woo! Mikey's awake. Nicotine is in the building. Okay. Yeah, I haven't had much nicotine yet this morning, and now these are starting to kick my butt. Oh. Woo. Yeah, baby. I noticed the nicotine release on these is a little more sustained as well. That flavor release, I can usually get a good 30 minutes out of these things without too much trouble. And nicotine release on these, a lot of the drier nicotine pouches, they kind of peak and then they go down. These things, they come up and they just kind of, that strength kind of lingers for a while and then it starts to taper down. So I do like the pouch material these are made of. It has a good mouthfeel. You feel like you have something in your lip. Some of the drier pouches, the powdery stuff just dissolves right away and you have this flat piece of pouch material in your lip, which you keep it there for the flavor. Although for me, it's just a flat piece of stumping in your lip, kind of annoying. I like it to have some body and texture like these guys do. Oh. Whoo. Breathe, Mikey, breathe. Whoo. Okay, I'm not going to need any nicotine for a while after this bad boy. Whew. Which is kind of good because I got like 10 interviews today. I'm closing at work tonight, which I don't do it very often. I close maybe one day a week just to let the crew know that I'm there and I care about them. Let the night crew know they can't get away with much when I'm around. Yes. But yeah, trying to get my summer crew hired and all that fun stuff. So I got an assistant manager and I got a part-time cashier, 2 part-time sales floor, and I got 10 interviews today, 5 tomorrow. I had 8 on Friday, and I got 1 more on Thursday. I already filled 1 position. Normally I interview everybody and then I make a decision, but this gal came in. She's got prior experience with hardware, lawn and garden, very knowledgeable. I quizzed her a little bit on lawn and garden stuff. She knows her stuff almost better than I do. And I hired her on the spot. I was not going to let her get away. So I've got 2 more positions plus my assistant manager spot I'm trying to fill, which should be interesting. So far I've retired. I interviewed a retired cop, which was interesting. Nice guy, really nice guy. He was a cop for like nearly 18 years. And he was involved in 3 officer-involved shootings in 2 years. And that kind of soured him on law enforcement because he says he wanted to help people, not shoot them. And each one of them involved a guy ripped out on drugs, charging at the police, coming at him with knives and clubs and everything. You know, one guy, they tased him, then they hit him with a beanbag shotgun with beanbags. Didn't phase him a bit. He's still coming at the cops with a club. And he starts swinging at him. And they all back off, and he's charging the guy with a club, so he drew his weapon and fired 1 shot, and that was it. But yeah, that took its toll on the poor guy. So he took an early retirement, moved up in this area. He was down in California. But yeah, nice guy. So I felt bad for him after he told me a little bit about what happened and why he gave up law enforcement. Just like, yeah, I can understand that. trying to help people, and you end up having to shoot shoot 3 people in 2 years. So yeah. Anyway, nice guy. He's definitely a contender. The other lady I interviewed was just, I don't know, I got a weird vibe off of her. So, and I am tripping on nicotine right now. Wow. The flavor on these is good. If you like a fruity tropical type flavor, that's what this, when it says lush fruits, lush tropical fruits. Mainly fruity with a bit of a tropical back note. If that, ugh. And yeah, this stuff is still kicking out the nicotine. Definitely kicking out the nicotine. FRE, Lush, nicotine pouches. This is the 12 milligram, which is over my legal limit for me. I know some of you guys can do these 12 milligrams all day long. Doesn't faze you a bit. 12 milligram, that's about 4 or 5 milligrams above my tolerance. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to try and keep my balance as I'm heading down the stairs. FRE, Lush nicotine pouches, 12 ounces. This is quickly becoming one of my go-to brands, if I can find them. They're a little hard to find in my area. But there's one place I know of that does carry a couple. Other than that, I might have to go online and order some more. But yeah, these things are taking the place of my snus, since I'm having trouble getting it from Europe right now. Thank you, FDA. But anyway, I'm going to continue to buzz, and I'm definitely awake now. Yay, I'm awake, and I'm tripping. Anyway, hopefully this will wear down a little bit before I have to drive to work. Catch you all later. Take care. Bye.